Good morning, buenos días, bonjour, buongiorno, annyeonghaseyo. I feel like I'm forgetting one of them. Forgive me if I am. I don't even know where to start. Well, let me start by reminding you of the playlists that are in the description box below where you can find the videos of my life with Crohn's and as a military spouse. Always remind you because I don't know if you check the description. Some people do, some people don't, and they don't know that it's there. Well, like everything, let's just start at the very beginning. We woke up at about 7:45 this morning before our alarms went off. I have to show you what my dog is doing. It seems she found something at the other side of the fence. If she could fit below it, trust me, she'd go through it. She used to do this at our last home. So yes, my husband received a call from work before our alarms went off. They were set for 8 anyway. We just got up 15 minutes earlier because he was supposed to go into work at 1 today, which is why he just left and my dogs are outside. They were asking him some questions about something that they were doing yesterday, I suppose, because he just got up from the bed kind of all scared and, oh my gosh, why are they calling me? Something went wrong at work. And he left the room, so I don't know what they talked about. While he was dealing with those calls from work, I was checking my messages. So I was taking care of my customers while I was eating breakfast because I still need to plan my class for today. It's 12:30 in the afternoon and I still haven't done it, but I have to pack those orders because I told him it's going out today. I'm not leaving things for later. The sooner I get things out of my hands, the better it is for me, especially because I don't know how my body reacts. That's part of the autoimmune life. So I can truly believe with all my heart that I'm gonna do something later, but then later my body has other plans. So I've learned to really do things as soon as I can. The biggest reason I didn't turn on my camera, let me be honest, is because I had a huge bug bite or some sort of reaction to something right here on my nose. I will show you a picture, but I did not want to turn on my camera and talk to you the entire time looking like Rudolph. My nose was completely disfigured on this side. You can probably still see a little dot right there. I know that I try to be as transparent as I can on my videos. Like right now I'm not wearing makeup. This is the real me. Sometimes I don't do my hair and showing you how life really is for me at home. But that was so different. No. Finally, speaking of hair, I didn't get to show you yesterday because I had, oh my gosh, my head was just pounding so much. My husband was actually the one who dragged me to the shower because it was Hair Max Day. But I did it and I'll show you a picture of how much hair came out yesterday. I mentioned last week that there are no visible results just yet. I will tell you though, I think the hair shedding has decreased, which is why I tell you no visible results, just the hair shedding is the only thing I can tell you about. You know, it's not it's not terrible. I have seen pictures of people with bald spots. I have more like, it's not necessarily bald spot, but balding in the process of, but it's not getting worse, it's just still there. The hubby's home, but he's taking his precautions to not contaminate me. Thank you, honey. Now that I'm done packing these, I have to print out the shipping label, the postage, and my lovely assistant is gonna go pick up my medicines at the pharmacy and drop those off at the post office. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna be doing the class with my 4 o'clock kid, possibly my 5 o'clock adult. She hasn't confirmed, so we'll see. But small last minute change of plans. The mom messaged me about 45 minutes before the class to let me know that the husband arrived with an anniversary surprise. It's their anniversary today and they wouldn't be home. So fellow educators may understand why that is very frustrating, but I'm trying to just focus on the positives. My work is done for the class. All I have to do is use it the next time. Yes, I rushed during the day to make sure I finished everything before the class, but I'm going to take it as a nice little push to get everything done. And I'm also going to focus on the fact that I am home, and it's not like when I used to work at my old job where I had to drive 30 to 45 minutes depending on traffic, sometimes an hour, to then get canceled on after I set up everything in my classroom. So then I just spent the entire hour, 2 hours, or however long the class was, trying to get ahead and work or do some of my homework because I was a student too. So yeah, I'm just trying to focus on those 3 positive things rather than, geez, thanks for the last minute heads up. Because I'm off, my husband said, you can accompany me. But I was honest with him. I said, listen, I'm not making this up. You can't really tell because of the way I'm sitting, but I am a little bloated, and not IBS bloated or IBD bloated, but ant flow bloated. I think it's coming. Pretty sure it's either today or tomorrow, which is not great because I had my infusion yesterday. So, oh, my energy levels are gonna drop so bad. It's okay though, it's fine. Just deal with it like we always do. Anyway, here he comes. We're here at stop number 2, my pharmacy. And let me see if I can show you without breaking this because it's very fragile. We're at Walmart. Just wanted to share a little bit here of what's going through my mind because you know very well that I don't leave the house often. In the past 2 months, I've probably left the house a handful of times. So wanted to share with you. I also do have my mask, but if I don't have to get out of the car and expose myself, then I won't. And I just had my infusion, not yesterday, before yesterday. I realized I said that wrong before. I had it before yesterday, so super delicate right now. Anywho, just wanted to share with you how fascinating I find everything out in the world, because, and I think I mentioned this once before, it's one thing to read online, it's a whole new world.
As a reminder, we've adjusted our store hours.
I don't know if you can hear this.
Sanitizing across the store. Please remember to wash your hands often for at least 20 seconds.
Well, I don't know if you could hear that, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's so different to read it online and see it in person. It's impacting. Right now, what you probably didn't hear, I don't know, is they have a speaker outside in the parking lot with a COVID message: social distancing, 6 feet apart, limited number of customers inside the store, wash your hands, and some other advice, probably everything that we already know. But I didn't even know they had a speaker out here in the parking lot, and I've been coming to this pharmacy for like the past year and a half. The other thing that I was going to comment on originally was the fact that everybody, and I do mean every single person around me, is wearing a mask. And if you recall, probably around March time frame at the very beginning, I was already wearing my mask. Again, this one is 3 years old. My best friend got it for me when I started getting infusions. And I was wearing my mask because I've been practicing prevention for years. And I felt a little self-conscious because at that time people were still feeling like, oh, this is overkill, you're just being paranoid. And I was self-conscious, but now everybody's wearing a mask. It's so adorable. Even children have children's-sized masks. And again, you're probably used to this by now, but I don't leave the house much, so this is new for me. And seeing absolutely everybody wearing masks it's like in an alternate universe almost. I'm definitely adding this to the military spouse blog. The thing about soldiers, heroes in general, I'm talking all public service personnel, essential personnel. He got called in to work a meeting at 7 p.m. And I thought it could have been a typo. Well, maybe the person meant 7 a.m. and got confused. And he said there is no confusion because the message actually says 1900, military time or European time. There was somebody else at work who was not happy about this. So that person said, nobody move just yet. I'm confirming, because other people were replying, I'm not even at home. I'm out for a ride with my family, or I'm out running, so I guess I'll just run in direction to the office. And my husband was in his bicycle outfit to go ride his bike. So everybody's just saying, if we don't have to be in uniform, this is how I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna be all sweaty. But that's part of the military spouse life. Sometimes they get called in randomly to work. And I've mentioned before that with his work in aviation, he doesn't have a fixed schedule. So sometimes he goes into work like yesterday. Yesterday he went into work, he went in at 9. Today he went in at 1 p.m. And tomorrow you were not gonna go in. He flies tomorrow. At what time? At 3 p.m. So we're used to the whole no schedule lifestyle, but at the same time, random things like this. So I'll just get started on dinner by myself and he'll eat when he gets back. Luna! Luna! Luna got tired. Lali never gets tired. ¿Verdad, mamá? Que tú no te cansas. Dame. This is what I tell you in part about not having a schedule and going to bed late. The terms late and early being relative. Since my husband goes into work at 3 in the afternoon tomorrow, or rather today, and my first kid is at 11 a.m., going to bed at 12 isn't really awful for us. I just finished uploading the vlog for May 1st. I'm really behind. So sorry about that. I'm gonna go do the Korean thing before we go to bed, but I had to show you. This is why I came back. Look at that. So cozy. She's spoiled rotten. Lali. Okay, let's go take care of that Korean lesson and go to sleep. For now, let's just focus on the sounds of the writing system. This is part of the International Phonetic Alphabet. If you're not familiar with it, don't worry about it. If you are familiar with it, you have an advantage. But just listen to the sounds. If you know English, Spanish, French, or Italian, then some of these you're going to be able to produce quite easily. There's one in particular that is not present in any of the 4 languages, so it might be a little tricky, but you can still find an equivalent in it, especially if you know French, because you have the E, the schwa. So it's pretty close, not exactly the same, but it's a pretty good equivalent. So here we have plain and simple A, and we have A. It's like an O, but more open between the O and the A, so A. And here we have the actual O, as in 안녕하세요, O. Then there's U, like your regular Spanish A, E, I, O, U, U. Let's skip this one and go down here. Regular Italian, Spanish, E. We have the E sound. And here we have a Korean, Again, you have your schwa, which is a very neutral, centralized vowel, no opening, closing, backward or forward sound. It's just This one is more leaning towards the E sound, but very relaxed. So What I'm going to show you today is the second derived vowels. These are first derived, first as in just one line. We're going to add a second line, which is going to give us the second derived vowels, which you see right here in 안녕하세요. We have yo and yo right there. So you see you have the same vowel with two lines. I'll show you right now. Now we have ya, yo, yo, you, and that's it. Isn't that simple? If you wanted to say this in the International Phonetic Alphabet, then you would have ya, yo, just a little bit, yo, you. And you don't have a second derived vowel for and e. And let's go back to my favorite word, 안녕하세요. And let's look at the vowels again. So we have first derived when you have one line, 안녕. So you see here the ya is ya. That's why you have 안녕. This is an sound, like in Spanish when you're saying bang, that that's ñong. Añong. Again, this is the H sound, h. And we have the as in the regular first derived. Añong ha. This is the S sound, se. This is another vowel we'll see later on. And then we have yo, right there. 안녕 하세요. Does this make sense now to you? If you ever see it written, do you think you'll recognize it? And if you see some of the vowels, do you think you'll be able to spot them out and indicate which is which? I think that'll be a very fun challenge for you. Just go into any Korean website. If you watch K-pop or K-drama or anything on Netflix, simply go through the titles and look at them. See if you recognize the vowels. Just the vowels. We're starting simple and just step by step. This is a lot different from learning a language related to something you already know, from the same family, I mean. I hope I explained that to the best of my capabilities and in a way that made sense to you. Please let me know how I'm doing explaining this, because I am not a Korean language teacher. I am just a language teacher. So your feedback, as always, is very much appreciated. Your feedback as well for the videos in general. I'm doing my best here to catch up on my posting deadlines. So please bear with me while I catch up to today's date. Thank you guys so much for watching. Get some rest, and as always, this is our new farewell for 2020, for the new decade. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong, and I'm going to add, stay happy.